it doesn't have to be perfect to start, and it's not going to be, right? You don't have a business until you have a customer who's given you, there's a transaction. Until you really have that first customer, that's when you're really going to learn. So my advice would be, just start. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Even if you don't have a website, you don't need, a website for most industries. Like, yeah, sure, you should have one, and work on getting that. But if you have a client that wants your services, or you have a client that you could market to, just start. And then that person's going to turn into 3. And then they're going to tell 3 people, that turns into 9. And before you know it, you have a thriving business.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Hello. How you doing? This is Q Edmonds, and welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am excited to be with you today, and I know I say it all the time, and I mean it. I'm excited, and I'm excited about my guest. Listen, this guy, he has a niche service of helping out investors, helping out guys that do fix and flips. Like, he's an integral part of what needs to get done, right? We may not think about this part, but he's integral in the part that needs to get done, right? And so I'm excited for you to listen to what he has to say, learn from him, learn from his perspective, look at things through his lens. And so I'm excited to introduce you guys to Mr. Cliff Baker. How you doing today, sir?
Hello, sir. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Looking forward to this. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you being here. I'm excited to hear about what you do. I'm excited for our customers to get to peek through your lens, right? And so, man, listen, I don't want to belabor the time. I want to dive in. So, hey, Cliff, man, bring people into your world, right? Like, tell people, what are your main focus these days? And if you don't mind, tell them what markets you operate in as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'll start with, we're in the Sacramento market. So we cover Placer County, Sacramento County, and El Dorado County, about a 50-mile radius. And yeah, we're a junk removal business. We've been around a little while, and we really focus on being a one-stop solution for our realtors, property managers, real estate investors, apartment communities. And when an investor or a property manager needs to flip a house, whether that's just a tenant refresh, or they're gonna put it back on the market, we come in and get all the stuff that doesn't need to be there, the tenants, previous owner stuff, and we clear that out, typically same day, next day. We're in and out, so you can actually get to work on what needs to happen.
Absolutely. I love it, man. Now I know, your industry can get crowded, right? Because you have people who can just get a truck and just say, hey, I can haul your stuff away. But you set yourself apart because you're licensed to do this, right? You have a license, and I think that sets you apart. Am I correct?
Yeah. So there's a lot of companies that do what I do in this area, in this market, and probably across the U.S. But yeah, I really want to look at their background as far as insurance and license. Make sure they are licensed with whichever county. Every county is different what they require. For us in particular, we hold a $2 million general liability, workman's comp, commercial auto, the whole 9 yards. It just gives our property managers peace of mind.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Some of our larger corporations, they actually require it, but even our realtors, sometimes, and real estate investors, they don't think about who are they having on their property. If something were to happen, God forbid, who's covered that. So with us, that's probably what sets us apart the most. I actually needed junk removal before I started my business. So I had purchased a rental property and I completely gutted it, myself. My dad was a general contractor. So we ripped out all the flooring, everything, total refresh. And, I was calling around to different companies and some people wouldn't show up. And so I was like, this might be something I can get into. So I started looking into that and kind of, I really wanted to bring, the reliability and professionalism to the industry. And so that's what sets me apart.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it. We was talking, of course, earlier, and I love it, man. We locally owned business, trying to keep not having to worry about the franchise costs, right? Trying to keep the overhead low.
Yeah.
And you guys have made, incredible strides. Like y'all are in demand, right? You got like people, really pounding at the door. And so I know it's not always easy in this climate, always easy to do what you do. So tell me, what's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly?
Really, it's just consistency. One of my repeat clients, she's a real estate investor. They have 2 or 3 flips going constantly. And, she told me the other day, she's like, what I appreciate about you is like every time I call you, you can just come. She's like, there's not this like 2-week lag, so it's really building that rapport and, that sense of community. Real estate or any market, really, whatever it is, like your reputation travels fast in a good or a bad way. And for us, it's been in a good way. And I think that's really what's helped us.
Now, of course, man, I want you to take us, a little deeper into your world. Like, I don't know, I can't imagine some of the trials and hiccups that you hit, but I'm sure like there is times when things kind of get real, things kind of may go sideways, maybe a time when you had to pivot fast. Like, take us into your world. You have a story like that where you came in and you had to expect the unexpected, or maybe couldn't even expect the unexpected, right? Like, you got a story like that for us, man?
Yeah, I got a call. I was sitting at home. It was probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I got a call from a frantic homeowner or possibly a renter. And she wanted me to come right then. She's like, hey, I need to get this home cleared out. I'm not sure if she was getting evicted or what the story was, but we ended up, scheduling a time very early that next morning and got out there. And this house, it was a complete hoarder house. There was probably about a foot of just trash, food, feces. This was a little earlier on in business. So, it was kind of one of my first encounters. So as a real estate investor, I know they see it a lot where they purchase houses that, they're hurting, right? The house is just needs. So this was kind of one of those situations. We walked in, we're like, okay, well, we had to suit up, get on full PPE and just go to work. And, but yeah, so it took a while, but, we took out, essentially like 2 dumpsters out of this. It was actually a smaller home. I don't think it was like 900 square feet. So I don't even know how they had so much. But, these properties that are hurting, we can come in and really, get it ready for you to start, demoing or whatever you're going to do to make that property, a brand new home or, brand new for that next person.
Absolutely. So you alluded to this. I'm not sure if I heard you right, but there's different attire depending on how bad the job is. Did I hear something like that? You kind of allude to that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, safety, right, for myself, our employees, and and their families. So if we come into a situation, that isn't necessarily a clean home, I'll call it. We go into situations where people just aren't living, the way that maybe you or I would.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors. and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So,
Yeah.
so we have Tyvek suits that we put on. They're disposable. And then, of course, we, wear gloves, masks, kind of that thing.
Yeah.
Another hazard that we do run across is actually, some of these homes, there was people that were doing some sort of drugs. So we watch out for like needles and syringes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something that might hurt us as
Right.
as we're clearing out these homes. So yeah, just depends. We want to make sure we stay safe and keep our people safe.
Absolutely. No, thank you, man. Again, thank you for taking us into your world, showing us the lens through your perspective. Some people listening probably never thought about, this angle of things. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
some people maybe on the end when they just come and see the house all shiny, like, oh, this is pretty, look at the cabinets, look at the counter. Oh my God, look like this is wonderful, but so again, man, I thank you for your unique lens. So let me ask you this, man. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next? Like, what's the next real goal for your business, man?
Yeah. So, I enjoy helping people. So I do want to build a business where I can create jobs for somebody and not only lower level jobs, but, operations managers, sales managers. So I really want to scale a business to where I can help somebody else reach their goals, whether that's buy a house or whatever that may be for the employees. So that's real important to me. But right now, where we're really scaling is we're adding new real estate investors, property managers, and really focusing on our house cleanouts, our hoarder cleanouts, our fix and flips. So that's really where we're doubling down right now. We can be that one stop solution for all of these types of clients. And yeah, so I think it really helps them because they're not waiting around. As soon as a deal closes, sometimes they're reaching out to me before it closes, say like, "Hey, I want you there on this date. We're going to close. I need it cleared out so we can get to work, get this thing back on the market." And that's where we're able to be that solution for them.
Absolutely love it, man. I mean, you've already, in high demand with, people reaching out to you. But I love the fact that you forward thinking. You like, listen, we're gonna add investors. That way, as soon as they need us, we're right there. We can get moving, and this thing can just keep generating and moving and moving and moving. So I love it, man. And you know, the next move it can either compound things or create chaos, depending on how you play it. And so it seemed like you guys got everything in place, got the structure, the foundation in place to say, hey, it's time for us to make the next move. And I love it, man. So man, so let me ask you this. A lot of people they listening, I don't know where they are in their journey, right? They can be early in their journey, they can be looking to level up, but I think they'll benefit hearing this from you when it comes to building relationships and growing your network. What has made the biggest difference for you, Mr. Cliff?
Really getting out in your community. There's all kinds of organizations. For us, we're a member of the local chamber of commerce. We recently had a chance to connect with some of the realtor associations. So Placer County Realtor Association, we're getting involved with. You know, More recently, we've been reaching out to like schools and whatnot, just trying to get involved with some of their fundraisers. But yeah, I mean, every business is a relationship business, regardless what it is, right? So it's really about building that sense of community, being there to help people out when they're in a pinch. So that's really been, what we've been focused on, and really, if you can build a name around yourself that's well respected in these different communities, depending on what you're aiming for, I think that will speak volume.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely love it, man. Relationships are everything in the space. I believe I heard you mention your dad was in this space too, so I know you learned a lot from him. And I love it, man. And I just want to take a little moment now to see, man, if it's any kind of inspiration or encouragement or just, just any kind of words of wisdom maybe you want to give to, entrepreneurs or people that's in your space or investors. Like, I like to open up the floor, especially when I'm talking to somebody who has a great perspective like you have. So maybe just glean some type of inspiration for the audience. So hopefully that's not putting too much on the spot, but I would love, man, if it's anything you want to speak like from the heart to the audience, I would love to hear, man.
Yeah, I was actually just in there's a local chamber group that there's a few business owners. We get together and we just kind of discuss challenges that we're having at the time. And there was somebody who was, just starting up a business, and I can tell she was eager, she was learning, she was just kind of going through the steps to get her business off the ground. And, one thing as she was talking that I noticed that she was learning, right? We would kind of go down that YouTube university sometimes, and we're just kind of taking all this information in, reading books, we're learning. We're going to watch a podcast, all that. So one thing I would say, especially for people that are maybe starting out in their journey, is, it doesn't have to be perfect to start, and it's not going to be, right? You don't have a business until you have a customer who's giving you, there's a transaction, right? You can have the LLC, you can have the website, you can have the Facebook, all that. But until you really have that first customer, that's when you're really going to learn. So my advice would be, just start, and, don't wait for it to be perfect, because what I was telling this individual in this little roundtable that I was part of is, that one customer is going to tell 3 other customers on how great you did. And, that wouldn't happen unless you just start, so even if you don't think you have all those boxes checked, obviously there's legal things you got to get checked. But outside of that, don't wait for it to be perfect. Even if you don't have a website, you don't need, a website for most industries. Like, yeah, sure, you should have one, and work on getting that. But if you have a client that wants your services, or you have a client that you could market to, just start. And then that person's going to turn into 3, and then they're going to tell 3 people, that turns into 9. And before you know it, you have a thriving business.
Absolutely love it, man. Thank you for that word. I hear you, man. I hear what you're saying, and what I'm just picking up from you. One, you want to make sure people are educated. You want to help people. You want to connect with people. And for me, man, that's why I know your business is going to thrive, man. And it is thriving. It's going to continue to thrive. You're going to find the investors that you want. You're going to be able to make these connections that you're looking for. And your name is going to continue to be synonymous with success. Mr. Cliff, I thank you, man. I thank you so much for your inspiration, your insight. And so before we wrap, man, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate with you, maybe they're in Sacramento, like, hey, we need to hire this person. We need to hire Cliff and his crew. What's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all over Facebook and Instagram, just at Clifford's Junk Removal, cliffordsjunkremoval.com, or you can reach me personally.
Love it, man. Well, again, sir, I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for your perspective. I thank you for the way you're doing business, the way you're growing. We need more people like you in this space. So, Mr. Cliff, thank you so much again for being with us today.
No, thank you.
No problem, man. And listen, for those, you're tuning in, right? And you're here, you keep coming back, but you're not subscribed. Why are you not subscribed? Listen, if you like, and to those that are subscribed, okay, we appreciate you. But for those that's not, listen, you want to be subscribed. You do not want to miss out on the conversations that we are having. People are coming with their unique lens, with their expertise to the business, and some of them shocking stories that we never kind of would have thought of. So, Cliff, again, I thank you, sir, for being here today. And for the rest of you that's tuning in, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.